Hi, I'm Haley Rosa. I work for the Community Services Department, and I take people out on Community Hab and I work respite. I think the one of the best things about the Community Services Department is just kind of almost like the freedom that you have when supporting people. You don't necessarily have like the confines of day hab. How I usually approach Community Hab is I will um, talk to the person I'm supporting. I will see what they're interested in doing, and based around that is kind of how I create the day. And then with that plan, with that what that person wants to do, I'll kind of figure out how to weave their goals into that activity. So like if someone wants to go to the Fly Creek cider mill, he doesn't really have a goal to go different places or try different activities, but he has one to work with budgeting and money, and he has one to exercise, and he has one, I think it's to communicate his feelings well. So what we do is we'll go there, and as we're there, like we'll talk about like if you wanted to buy this, if you want to buy this, like what impact would that make, and we just try to weave in the goals as naturally as possible. There's that way where you can just kind of give it more like to the person's interests and what they want to do that day, but there's also people who aren't necessarily comfortable with that, or who want to have a more like structured service, and that's obviously perfectly fine too. So like people who have like computer goals or things like that, we just find spaces within the community where they can explore that. So creating relationships with the library, or creating relationships at the Humane Society, things like that. It's really based around just bringing the people to places they're interested in and they're working on, and building relationships with the people who run those businesses or organizations. It really is truly just person centered, whether or not they want like a more structured, like we go to the Humane Society on this day, and this day we work on our computer goal at the library. So it's just really whatever that person wants to work on, and whatever that person's goal is in life. Another thing about Community Hab that I think is really great, as we're taking people out into the community and they're experiencing these opportunities, we're creating relationships, we're doing different events, and we're creating these relationships with the community that they might not have necessarily had before. And so it's completely possible and doable that if someone wants to become part of a community club or a community society, because we have the flexibility to work nights and weekends, and kind of strange hours within confines anyway, we're able to help them create those bonds that it might have been hard for them to do because maybe they didn't have a ride to get there, or maybe they feel weird going to a place where they know no one, and they don't have relationships there. We're able to take them and support them, and have a goal with them to go there to create relationships, with the hope that one day they won't need us to take them there. One day they'll build those relationships and those connections where they're just naturally a part of that organization, or that club, or society where they hold the same interest as other people there and other people within their community. And I think that's what makes Community Hab pretty special, because we're able to have and able to help people build those connections. I also do respite services. It's kind of just helping people have a break from each other and their families. So it's mostly for people who live at home. You get to know people's families and create relationships, and kind of see how like their world kind of comes around and is encircled, and I just think it makes bigger bonds, and you don't it's pretty laid back. You get to have fun. You get to bring them places that maybe they wouldn't do on their own, or with their families, and you get to basically just have fun with people and build relationships. And I really enjoy respite. So If you're interested at all in the job that I do, you are more than welcome to call me or email me. I almost said message, but email me, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. You could also talk to Katie too, and if you're interested in giving it a go, let us know.